Hey everyone, welcome back, and for the third installment of Builds at the End of the Year. Um, so, weird week and kind of stressful this week. Started off well. Did my usual money thing, just worked in the studio, and then had a good friend call and ask if I could help him finish getting his framing done on his back porch in walls. Because it was going to be almost 60 degrees on Wednesday. And I'm like, wait, what? 60 degrees, December 1st, Minot, North Dakota, is, wow, that's just crazy. I mean, usually by now we got a couple of, we got at least a foot of snow on the ground, and it's usually staying about 15, 20 degrees, but not 60 degrees. So I said, heck yeah, let's get this thing done. And then my wife wasn't feeling well, and she thought it was her annual thing with the bronchitis. She gets it every year in winter and every year in spring. But she wasn't feeling any better, so I told her, go see the doctor. And let's make sure it's bronchitis and, not something else because... but they did the test, and we got notified that, yes, she tested positive for COVID. She's doing really well. Her O2 is staying well, and me and my son Jacob, we're doing really good too. We haven't got that, so we're on quarantine for a little bit. So hey, that means I'll definitely be doing a lot more in the studio. But even with the way the week was, I did get 2 really good build days that I will share with you. And yes, the 66 Ford Galaxy 500, a couple of things left to add to it, but yes, she is now finished, and Iron Man is now finished, and I will share that with you guys. I mean, you saw it from the first picture. I got it done. So with that, guys, if you are new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button. Click on the little bell. You'll know every time I upload. And now, like I said, thank you guys. I really appreciate all you subscribers. It really warms my heart and lets me know. So we're getting up there. We're at 427. So a little bit more. When we hit 450, I'll do that giveaway. But if you have any questions about how I did something, why I did something, or hey Buck, could you do just a video on this technique? Please leave it in the comment section. I usually respond within 12 to 24 hours. And also, hey Buck, great job. Hey Buck, awesome. Hey Buck, what the heck were you thinking when you did that? I respond to those 2 guys. So with that, let's get to the studio and see how I used the last 2 days really well. Well, hello everyone, and getting back to work. And as you could tell from the intro, it's been a kind of off week, and then we found out why. And so yeah, so before all the craziness started, I did get my I did get the metallic red that I wanted on there, and I used the Mecha color red, the metallic red. It looks really great. And so yeah, so right now all I'm doing is I'm starting to I'm masking off the areas that I need to do the gold in. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. That's what I'm working on. And the Galaxy is coming along, and yeah, so let me get some of this done, at least get some paint down, since this is going to be kind of a short week for you guys and me. So let me get this finished off, masked off, and let's get some paint down. Alright everyone, well, it took about 2 hours to do all the masking, give or take, around, and about 5 to 6 minutes to paint, and there's several layers of paint, and I still got touch-ups to do, but I'm going to show that to you guys. Yep, definitely some touch-ups to do, and let's see if I can pick this guy up. Tried it like that, and there's the mask. So yay, and there's the arms. So yes, there's some touch-ups to do, but I want to let this get really good and dry. So Next step is just start getting painting on the base, and when I get all this, get the touch-ups done, and then I'm gonna go over with a smoke to help darken it a little bit more, and get everything put together, and then yeah, heck yeah, then we're off to the races. But just looking to make sure I got everything still good to go. So let me move this out of the way, and I'll get started on the base. Well, good morning, and getting should have Iron Man done today. Keep fingers crossed. I've done the touch-ups, and then I don't know how well you can tell, but I went ahead and I used my let me just show you. This is X19 Tamiya Smoke. I love this stuff. It works great. It helps. Well, here, let me just show you. It helps just make it look a little more worn, a little more beaten. I mean, and takes a little bit of the metallic shine down. Not all of it, but just a little. But hey, so that's where we're at. So now I gotta get this sprayed, but then I need to get this put in here because I'm just going to keep it on a battery and not do the whole plug-in thing I usually like to do because, well, there's a lot going on and there's no point because all I want it to be able to do is when it pushes the momentary button, it shows that, and then that's it. That's done. So that's what I'm going to do there. But I got to finish letting these guys get a little bit dry, and yes, just a second. I did get the body on. Everything is ready to go, and I've already put the board in here. So now when I go to finish, because this one's going to be done today too. I'm going to try to have both of these guys here done because there's a lot of projects going on for Christmas presents, or that I'm doing. But I got to shorten these guys up just a little bit, and then get to work on this. But I want to get Iron Man pretty well squared away and done, because before I go ahead and do my matte spray on it, I want to go ahead and get at least the the arms wired in and put in so those can start drying and go from there. But when I go to start doing the electronics, I'll be doing all this too. So when I get ready to go on this, I will show you guys again. I will go through the whole wiring up and everything and how to help, because I'm going to put the battery box in there. There's an on switch. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna get all that squared away and fix the trunk. But all right, let me get some things moved around and see if Iron Man's ready to get his arms, and I'll be back. All right, well, Iron Man's arms are on, and he is now on the base. So now I'm gonna go do a matte coat, but show you guys this if I can keep it in camera. So now I'm gonna get a matte coat, then I can get the mask off that I put on and do a good dusting on it before, brushing, get all the little dust and it's off before I get it coated. But so there's that one, and then after I get this started, we'll get started back on the car. So I'll be back. All right, well, everything is now done. I mean, so I was hoping the momentary switch would work, but because the 9-volt battery box I put in here didn't have an off-on switch, I had to go do an on-off switch up here. But this is how I did get the battery box. Base is nice enough, and then I put in that. So now, let me turn this off real quick, and I give you Iron Man. And yes, but not shabby. All right, I'm happy with that. So now it's on to finishing up the Galaxy. I will be back. Okay, so here we go. So what I've already done with the board is I've try to keep in camera here. I mean, I know I zoomed in so you guys can see. So the on-off switch I have already shortened, and I did the same thing with the battery box, and I've already did the ground wires. So now I'm going to go in and get the other ones hooked up here, good to go. But I'm going to also be trimming these guys down as I do that too. So there is the fun. So, I mean, kind of go how you want. I will be putting the rest of this down after I get all these guys secured, because I don't want to. I want to test them. So I'm just gonna loosely try to wire everything so I can see and make sure everything is working well, and then I'll go back in and do the soldering and all that. So let me look at that real quick, and then I will be back and I will show you how I get this squared away. Alright, so I've already got the headlights done, and let me show you. Give you a peek. Oh, here, let me turn that up. There we go. Okay, I've got my magnetic switch hooked up, and now the plan I'm going to do is I'm going to try to run everything right in here and over to this side. Try to keep it out the best I can. So, yeah, so nothing else but just get going at it. And guys, when you do this, make sure you got plenty of wire. You know, don't leave it all this long, but make sure you got plenty of wire to work with, okay? And then, you know, you can stuff it under, but you want to make sure. So first thing I want to do is I need to get these two guys over, and so I need the white one, and yes, I'm doing it into blue because I don't really have a white wire, you know. But so yeah, so that's kind of how it's going, and then I just try to make sure everything is just playing. So because of where I'm running, you know, because I'm going onto this side of the battery box, I want to make sure that I have, you know, a good idea how much length I'm going to need, which is probably going to be right around about right there, so I can go ahead and take care of that. And like I said, always make sure you leave yourself, oh, I got to leave the purple and the red because that's my my magnetic switch, and I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to put that one yet, but I can definitely do these three. And so, and then I'm just going to, like I said, go right about here, get them trimmed. I wish I had a good small wire cutter or wire stripper, you know, instead of, you know, almost flaying my fingers all the time with these guys, but it is what it is. And the other thing I do with these are, you know, these are lines, not solid wire. So one of the things I always do when I get them stripped is I just put a little solder on them to make them a little bit easier to work with. And then I will bring this guy out, and I will put him, because remember, I want to try to have it hide back over there, so I got to make sure I got enough wire to do that. So we'll do that, and I will get some shrink tube ready. Get you, and get you. Oh, before I do that, right, I need to make sure I get the shrink tube on. So, gosh, sorry guys. See if I can move it out a little bit, help you there. My fingers are kind of closing in, and it's kind of, you know, I'm trying to show you guys, but apologize. So there, that one's done. Now I'll go ahead and do the same thing. Get the black one here. And I'm not soldering yet. I did the ground and the headlights because I know when you hit the on and off switch, the headlights come on. So wasn't too darn worried about, you know, having everything else yet before I soldered. The headlights I wasn't. So I got to make sure that I have got more than enough to do what I want. And sorry guys, I'm kind of mumbling here. And you're next. Now there is a white backup light option, and that's the blue wire coming out of the board. But my research, when I watched this go in reverse, the actual vehicle, there wasn't really much. There was no overall white light, so I decided, okay, well, I'm not going to do that since I don't want to have to try to run those, because the back is just, it's turn signal and brake light and all that jazz. So I just wanted to make sure I had enough to play with. And let's see, let's make sure. Bring you up over this way. And this is a cool thing because this one's already up here. So I can do that. Do this. Let's get you stripped, and let's do that. Maybe I can see it. Now, when you wrap like this and you're just testing, you haven't soldered anything, you want to make sure you kind of keep them away from each other, because what happens is you can ground out on them, and you don't want to do that. So let me turn this off. Let me do this. Okay, so turn it on. So there's that. Then the back is the brakes. Then I'll hit the switch again. Oops. So there's a turn signal. There's a turn signal. Hit it again. Hazard. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. So, boom. There we go. And boom. And boom. Just trying to make sure it's all working, guys. So far. Okay. Then brights. Hazards. And then on this swipe, if I do this swipe, it'll put everything on. And see if I can get it up there. Don't worry, guys, I'll get this set up where you can. Here, let me do this. Okay. So brights, hazard, and I'll turn it around here in a second. And it's just cycling through everything. Okay. Now we'll come back here. We'll do that. Yep. Brake lights. Turn signal. Turn signal. And brights. Okay, great. So everything is working. Awesome. Love that. Really, really love that. So, sorry about that. Sorry to mean behind you guys. So let me get this finished squared away, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get it all done. I just wanted to show that for you, and then I'll show you where I'm going to set that. All right, guys. I will return. All right, guys. Set the camera up and got it over on the other bench so I could share with you. So I put this magnetic switch right here. So let me turn the overhead off. Computer, turn off studio.
Okay.
And we'll go like that. And like that. I'm going to set it on the whole thing. So, all right, so here we go. Then I'll turn it around. There we go. Okay, now it restarts. Do that. Not too shabby, huh, guys? Yeah, that's fun. Okay. So, and let me get some things set up real quick, and I'll be right back. Guys, well, I know it was a really kind of a short week, and I know you guys, I told you that, but yeah, my wife, she had to go into the doctor Wednesday or Thursday, I can't remember, but yeah, she got tested, and we thought it might just be our normal winter bronchitis, but she tested positive for COVID, so officially in lockdown for a while now. So, but still not a bad week. I mean, Iron Man is finished. Nice, right? And still got a couple things left to do. I got to wipe it down again, clean, and get the the headlight lamp lenses on the front. But got the Ford Galaxy 500 done. So very happy with how this week went. So with that, guys, have a awesome and safe weekend. Have a awesome and very safe week. And I'll see you back here on the bench.